everyone, it's Retroaction, and welcome back to another Bootfair haul vid. Now, it's been about 2 weeks again since the last one, and unfortunately, since picking up the Fallen Insecticon, we haven't had too great success. Since then, in the following weeks, which leads us on to the next Bootfair, which we're going to do tomorrow. And I'm recording this on the 13th of July 2021. Just means it's been 22 years since Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3 Episode 22 Graduation Day Part 2 aired in the US. Don't know about the UK, but 22 years since the explosion and destruction of the Mayo and Sunnydale High School. So there you go, there's a retro throwback for you from here at Retroaction. Great episode, that one. Definitely like Season 3. And I like Season 4 as well, despite what people think of the initiative. But we'll get to that another time. And I can't wait to start uploading those episodes. So there'll be more of those coming up. Anyway, back onto the haul vid. I just wanted to get that out as a little side note. I like doing things like that. Because why not? Try and get everything incorporated into it and everything. Yeah, back onto the haul vid. Unfortunately, there was quite a downpour of rain over the last 3 weeks. And the weather hasn't been as good as we'd hoped. So we didn't manage to get to... Well, we got... It's not that we didn't manage to get to enough. It's just the ones we did manage to get to were washouts and mostly cancelled. So the last 2 weeks since the last haul vid has not been too great. The dark age of haul vids, of boot fairs, if you will. So we're hoping for much better success tomorrow. But there we go, and depending what we find, if anything, I could have added it on to this haul vid, but this one's overdue enough as it is. So might as well just get it out of the way for how small it is. Anyway, of the bits, well, the one bit we did pick up, which isn't a haul vid, which isn't a boot fair item, so we'll get to that at the end. That came at the end anyway. But we're going to start with the Wednesday, following the Fallen, everyone. So we went to the one furthest away from us on the Wednesday. We got there at 8, unfortunately. It was quite busy on the traffic was quite bad and everything. And it had rained the night before, so it wasn't too good success. But they were open nonetheless, so that's what convinced us to go. On the Facebook page, they said they were open, so we went there. And when we got there, there was a lot less spaces in the car. There was a lot more spaces in the car park than there usually is. A lot of people had left, and it looked quite small. There was only about 2 rows of stores. Where normally it goes all the way out to the back of the field, so it's a bit weird. That wasn't a good sign, and the rain had started and stopped. It was supposed to start at 8 when we got there at 8, but apparently it had been raining since before then. And within 20 minutes of turning up, we had a look around the stores and looked around all the the boxes and bins of toys to find any G1 Transformers or anything of interest. And within 20 minutes of being there and looking around, the sellers started packing up. Everyone was packing up, and we even spoke to some sellers which said the weather on the day wasn't good enough, and it just keeps starting and stopping, so everyone left. And 3 cars left in our time there, and we left soon after. So the Wednesday was a washout. We were there 43 minutes, and that was it, and it was over. Absolutely terrible. So on the Sunday, the Saturday, it was cancelled again. This is the one that's been cancelled about 2 times now. The new one, the one that opened up not that long ago. But that one, unfortunately, was cancelled thanks to the downpour overnight. So that wasn't good. So that's 2 boot fairs out. It's mostly a washout that week. And this was 2 weeks ago. No, this was last week, actually. And then on the Sunday, we managed to find... The Sunday just went. Yeah, Sunday gone. We managed to find not a hell of a lot either, unfortunately, even though the weather was quite nice on the day. So we got there around 6 or 7, something like that. Probably 6 something. But we got there, it was alright, the weather was nice, lots of people were there. But we didn't find too much. We didn't see too much, anyway, we didn't find anything, to be perfectly honest. But what we did find out anyway, was that we noticed there was a new seller there, and it turned out he was a seller of retro toys and everything, and he was opening his own shop here, which is quite cool. And he said he'd expect the keys this week, and he's going to put up a Facebook page and everything. Sutton Toys, so... Or Sutton's Toys. Sutton Toys. So apparently they're going to sell G1 Transformers and everything. He's got a whole collection of retro 1980s toys. Right there, so that's quite cool. So that was quite exciting. Now he's not going to sell the boxed ones because he thinks people won't pay high-end money for the boxed Transformers, which is a bit of a shame because I would like to get them. He said, "Oh, who's going to pay £200 for Optimus Prime?" Not that people pay £200 for Optimus Prime, but there we go. Boxed anyway, maybe 150. I'm not sure. But that's a shame because the boxed ones are the ones everyone wants. But apart from that, we found our regulars again, the Transformers sellers. They're always there. And the ones we bought this guy off. Megatron, Energon, Superclass Megatron. Now, it might be the last time you see him, because I am thinking of selling him. Because, well, he was good, but he's too incomplete. He's missing a landing gear, he's missing the sword, which should be at the back of the nose cone. And there's too many parts and a bit of damage on the wings, so... yeah, I'm not going to keep him for much longer, I don't think. And Magnaboss is who we got off him as well. Well, he was fantastic, so I'm definitely keeping him. And hopefully a review coming up on him as well, when I find the rest of the parts. The 2 weapons are missing. So yeah, we went to his store at the end, and Insecticon's weapons were not there, unfortunately. I had a hard search through. Looked through, found nothing. Don't know if they were ever there. There were no other Beast Wars figures there, but there was a Cheetor, which I was hoping to come back to and get the Sunday. No, this isn't the Sunday just gone, because the 11th of July, we didn't go. That was the previous Sunday, so this is actually 2 Sundays ago, what I'm saying. Because this week, the week that just went, we didn't do any boot fairs at all. We just managed to get to another one tomorrow, so... my apologies. Which means the Fallen was 3 weeks ago. Bloody hell. That's the last good purchase we found. But anyway, Insecticon's weapons weren't there. I was hoping to get Cheetor this Sunday. The Sunday that just went even. But because I saw him 2 Sundays ago. But didn't go the Sunday. Just the Sunday gone. So that's a shame. Didn't go last Sunday. I saw him, but apart from getting him, the only thing that I did find was, and not the greatest purchase, I will assure you, instructions. But they are instructions for a figure I've got, Protoform Optimus Primes. So I managed to find Protoform Optimus Prime's instructions. And that was it for that whole week. So that was a washout. 2 weeks ago. The end of June, I think it was. Terrible week. Absolutely awful for boot fairs. A week just after we picked up the Fallen and the Insecticon. That'd be the easiest way of saying it. Yep, that was terrible. So that week wasn't great. And then we didn't manage to get anywhere this week either. But just after... well, we didn't manage to get to... we didn't manage to get to the boot fairs this week either. apart from on the Saturday. On the Wednesday we didn't go because the Wednesday was terrible. Fortunately, it was a nice day, but we couldn't make it for the Wednesday. We couldn't make it for the Sunday, but we did go to the new one on the Saturday. And unfortunately there was nothing there. People we saw last time, because I did pick up the Cyberplanet key when I picked up Legends Class Megatron Optimus, which I completely forgot to mention. And I also found a Supernatural broken and a Rock Lord at one of the previous Park and Ride Bootfairs that we went to, but they were all broken unfortunately. But anyway, back to this Saturday, the Saturday last week. Yeah, the guy, the rest of Cybertron Downshift, which is what the Cyberplanet key belongs to, AMDR. The guy who had his parts weren't there anymore, so that's a shame. So that Saturday was a failure as well, and the day after, picked up the instructions. But when we popped into In Demand, and what I finally managed to get was Beast Wars Fusor Sky Shadow. So I managed to finally pick up a Fusor, which is very cool. And Sky Shadow is probably my favourite Fusor. I would like to get Quick Strike as well, and Silverbolt. But he's a great figure with his gimmick and everything, and the missile. So that's a good figure. Definitely do a review on him soon. Anyway, it's been Retro Action with Bootfair Horvid 3. Hopefully, hoping for better success tomorrow. If I can get the words out. It's been Retro Action. Thank you very much for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye for now.